I am here in the Gibson Brand showroom with an amazing talent, beautiful young woman, Melissa Jiménez. Welcome you to the world.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Really happy to be here and with Jeremy.
Oh, come on.
And it's very humbling. And hi honeybees, big girl MJ.
Well, I had to get you on. Well, her and I have a history as well. Not that kind of history. Come on, people.
Oh.
I've known of Melissa over the last 9 years because a friend of mine worked at Universal Records, Kara Egbert. I know, and she was working with her, taking her on the road in projects, and I've always heard your name. We just never got to connect, and this was the perfect time. And
Patience is a virtue.
And then me seeing you on TV on The Voice and going, that's so familiar. Her name's so familiar. It's so much. But let's rewind back so they get to know, more about you. Okay. So where were you born? Where are you from?
Ooh-wee. I was born here in New York, in Queens. I want to say Woodside, Bayside, Dad? Sorry.
That's your dad in the background.
No, sorry. Yeah, Woodside, Bayside, so I'm a Queens girl. But then moved to Fort Lee, New Jersey. So I like to call, I'm a Jersey Yorker. So New York and New Jersey are my home.
I'll take it. And let's talk about music. When did you decide you wanted to make your passion your lifestyle with music?
This is going to sound so cliche, but it's the truth.
Okay.
Thanks to my father, being a musician himself, coming from Mexico and starting his career here in New York City, he had me very young with my mother. And so I was around it. So to be around it, I'm assuming babies just gravitate to what intrigues them. So my father, from stories, he would tell me that I would hear a sound and react and just be happy. Or if he was rushing to a gig and didn't have a babysitter, because, it was tough times back then, he said I was always at ease. So he would take me to his rehearsal studios or at his gigs, and I would just sit there and be quiet because I was part of the room, so I was just happy to be there. And I really want to be honest and say that I think I showed my father interest as a young little baby, but then on my own and my own movements at 2 years old, and then it just started to grow. Singing, washing dishes, and he's humming and making songs up about a fish. I have all proof of this. And my father has a tape of me singing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, Never classic.
Give you up. It's hilarious. Okay, so when he told me this, I'm like, no, I need to hear it for myself. And when I did, I started crying. But, my father's a huge musical influence on me. He showed me a lot of music, just not what was on radio, but the classics, from jazz to Motown, to jazz standards and soul, gospel, R&B soul. I mean, it's amazing. I have a whole encyclopedia thanks to my father. So once I was able to really say, this is what I want to say I was 10.
Okay.
And surprised my father at my 6th grade graduation singing Because You Love Me by Celine Dion. And
wow.
He saw me approach the podium where the mic was, and he goes, she looks at my mother and says, is she going to give a speech that I don't know? And then when I started singing, it freaked him out. And that was the first sign that this is what I want, Dad. Can you help me? Because he always pushed me away from music. My father's not a stage dad. Oh, you going to be a big star one day. Hercules. He kept me away. And because I was like, no, I pushed for it. He's like, okay, that you passed the test in his mind. The father test, that this is your interest, not just you just see it and you're going to love it because of your dad. You love it because you want to, and you want to do this, and you have a passion for it. So continuing on, moving forward, opportunities arose, and different musical opportunities, and my father has a 10-piece orchestra. So because of the band, something special, at 12 years old, I was doing the dinner set or the cocktail hour at weddings and corporate events all over New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut, definitely the whole tri-state area, and had to keep up with my studies, make sure I still was getting good grades. But yeah, I joined my dad's band, and then my mother, who was singing, she was lead, and she was busting her behind with the 9 to 5 and then night jobs. And when she saw that I was kicking in, she goes, oop, this is my ticket out. And she one day played sick and said, I need you to cover all the songs. Can you do it? And I was like, yeah, I could do it. So 12, 13, joined the band and was a lead singer with my father and was loving it. That was my gig, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. And also my school, because unfortunately I didn't go to college, but I look at it as a blessing because my college was music.
That's right.
And my professor is still my father, and all the musicians he introduced me to. I look at that as you can't buy that. And no offense to any music schools, just want to throw that out there. But no, with performing with my father, that opened up many doors. And I mean, one thing led to another. I don't want to take up all your time, but it opened up label opportunities and singing the national anthem at different venues, working with artists and contributing and meeting songwriters and producers. So my career just took off.
It just opened.
From starting with my dad and humble beginnings with family, and then it all opened up. Had I not had this experience, I mean, I wouldn't even be here today picking up a freaking Gibson guitar. Never in my life. I've never imagined that. So,
but I'm glad you did pick up the guitar and some awesome music. And you know what? I want all of you to watch her perform with her dad right now.